Hello everyone, we are Group 6. In today's presentation, we will talk about the 2 recommendations, which can help Besky solve the problems of employees and environment. Let's start with recommendation 1. To solve the problem associated with insufficient ethical practice, particularly regarding employee development and compensation at Besky, it is recommended that Besky implements a comprehensive employee well-being system, the abbreviation is EWS, that integrates mental, physical, and professional support mechanisms to enhance employee satisfaction and productivity. Besky does not provide good working conditions for its employees, which leads to reduced productivity and excessive turnover. Our recommendation is to build EWS, which includes mental health support such as counseling and stress management, physical wellness programs like fitness initiatives, and career development opportunities through training and professional growth. To carry out this recommendation, there are 4 steps here. First of all, conduct an employee-led evaluation. Then, develop an EWS framework. Thirdly, test EWS in selected areas. Finally, train managers and implement EWS company-wide. There are different teams and people in charge of carrying out each work. Human Resource Department is responsible for carrying out conducting this employee-led evaluation. Then HR Department, wellness specialists, and top managers share responsibility for implementing developing EWS framework. Next, first-line managers, HR department, wellness specialists share responsibility for carrying out testing the EWS in selected areas. Finally, HR department, leadership team, and wellness specialists carry out training managers and implementing EWS company-wide. We will carry out first step at all Besky stores across Australia for 2 months. Step 2 will happen in Besky's main office located in Melbourne for 3 months. We will implement Step 3 at Besky's busiest locations, such as those in Sydney and Melbourne, for next 3 months. Final step will be carried out in all Besky stores for 4 months.
For the first recommendation, there are 4 types of cost, which are establishment cost, operational cost, training cost, and an employee time cost. Establishment cost is the total expenses needed to set up a business, and these are usually one-time costs required to start operations. Operational costs are the repeating expenses that a business should pay regularly, and these costs are key to keeping everything running day to day. Training cost talks about the money spent by a company to train their employees so that they can work better. And the last one, for employee time cost, talks about the amount of time that employee does when they are not doing their regular task, which they can be training or they can join meetings, and during this time, employee does not generate any revenue. And as for the potential problems that Besky could face is Besky's unwillingness to change, management approval, and privacy and confidentiality issues.
The second part, I will introduction about our recommendation 2. Before I introduction our recommendation 2, let me explain why this initiative is necessary. Besky related too much on plastic packaging, most of which is non-recyclable and harmful to the environment. This has caused negative consumer feedback and damaging the company's reputation. To solve these issues, we must transition to sustainable packaging solutions. And about what is the sustainable packaging innovations for Besky is innovations will help us reduce the plastic's use, its eco-friendly environment, improve consumers' loyalty, and aligns with sustainability goals. And about how to do it, we divided it like the four step. The first step is to contact the packaging adult to understand the current materials and the process, and the second step is collaborated with sustainable suppliers to find better packaging materials, and the third step is like to polish new packaging in selected stores and gathering consumers' feedback, and the fourth step is like the launch awareness campaigns to adapt the consumers and promote the new packaging. And about the how we to do it, who to do it, we have a sinister responsibility to specialist teams. The first teams is about supply chains teams. It's true adults and supply collaboration, and the next teams is about product development. Is like the test new packaging, and the third teams is marketing teams runs consumers awareness campaigns, and the last teams is like company's social responsibility is to training staff and collected consumers feedback. About timelines and location, the timelines for each step, like the packaging audit, is 1 to 2 months across all supply chains, and the two is collaboration with suppliers is 3 to 5 months case regions, and about the polish is 6 to 8 months in high traffic stores, and about awareness campaigns is 9 to 12 months across all stores and online platforms. From this way, it could better have a long-term business.
For the second recommendation, there are 4 types of cost: advancing technology cost, higher material cost, training cost, and marketing cost. For advancing technology cost, it explores the expenses involved in using, developing, or improving a technology within the company. And these costs are usually very high, but they vary based on the upgrade that a company make. And higher material cost talks about the increase in price of the past material cost and the new material cost. Training cost in this situation talks about how a business can train their employees on how to handle the new materials, as sustainable materials are not as durable as the plastic packagings. And for the marketing cost, it talks about how a business spend their money to market their new products. And these are the potential problems that Besky could face by using the second recommendation, which are high cost, performance considerations, availability and sourcing, and balancing aesthetics with sustainability, which is achieving green beauty. The second recommendation is expensive because unsustainable products can be easily found throughout, but sustainable products have their limitations. And the second one is performance considerations, which talk about the durability of the new sustainable packagings. And as for the availability and sourcing, Besky should consider using local companies that produce sustainable materials to increase their country's economic growth. And as for the balancing aesthetics with sustainability, which is the achieving green beauty, talks about the marketing cost, which Besky should spend to create a more attractive packaging so that consumers would be more interested in buying. And these are the references that was used during this presentation. Thank you for listening to our presentation.